Hey, peace, power, and profit, everybody. I think I am. Let me see. Make sure you all can hear me. Make sure you all can hear me in the YouTube world. Let's see. All right, peace, power, and profit. Welcome to Urban Economic Empowerment Show. I am your host, Monique the Lamb, and I have so far in the building my brother Chris. And we're going to continue what we spoke about last week, and that is some of the fintech companies, and then we'll move into researching some stocks. Well, y'all don't want to look at this crazy screen. I need to delete some things. So one of these sites, you can Google fintech companies, right? Fintech companies. Let's look at fintech companies that report to the credit bureau. That would be interesting, provided that we always talking about, we throw in credit sometimes, right? So I'd be interested in looking to see some of those companies. Let me see what site I want to check it out from. All right, Chris, are you back? Are you back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let's see. Which site you think we should hold on? Let me mute one of these. All right. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's not right.
I know. Can you hear me now? Can you hear better?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so this is interesting. Which fintech companies report to the credit bureau? So I'm just looking for. Let me go to. I'm looking for a governmental site, of course, to try to get some of my information from, because I want to make sure that where I check it from, you know, got a little credibility. So I'm on the U.S. Government Accountability Office. All right, it says financial technology products have benefits and risk to underserved consumers, and regulatory charity is needed. This article was written March the 8th, 2023. All right, it said, fun fact, financial technology or fintech provides consumers who may not have access to accounts or credit via traditional banks online access to financial services. For example, earned wage access products aim to help consumers to get a portion of their paycheck before payday, money they've already earned but not yet received. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has clarified that some earned wage access products aren't considered credit. So providers of these products aren't required to disclose finance charges. However, it's still unclear exactly which of these products are considered credit. We recommend that the Bureau classify this issue. So let's see what they had to say. So here's some highlights. It says, here's what the GOA found. So they did the legwork for us. We don't have to get out there and do it on our own. They've already done the legwork. So the Government Accountability Office, here's what they say. Fintech refers to the use of technology and innovation to provide financial products and services. Fintech products may offer benefits to underserved consumers, such as those without bank accounts or credit scores, but can also pose risks. For example, digital deposit accounts advertise low or no fees and no minimum balance requirements. However, consumers may be unaware that their funds are not being held by the fintech company itself and may be confused about how to recover their funds if the company goes out of business. Earned wage access purports to give consumers access to money that has been earned but not yet paid, potentially helping low-income consumers meet financial obligations. But the cost of the product may be transparent and there may be risk of unexpected overdraft fees. Let's continue. An overview of selected fintech products. So here's what we have. Looks like we have 4. You have the digital deposit accounts. Those are alternatives to traditional bank accounts and prepaid cards. No and low fees and no minimum balance is required. And that is for the digital deposit accounts. Then we have the credit builder products. It seeks to help consumers build or restore credit scores, offered as a secured loans or credit cards. Then we have small dollar fintech loans. First bullet is access to credit under $2,500 for consumers with limited credit history, underwritten with data not found in traditional credit reports. Earned, and then we have the last one is wage access, earned wage access. This one, early access to wages earned but not yet paid. It also offered directly to consumers or through employers. This is really interesting, right? These are the fintech products. This is what they're talking about. Okay. Underserved consumers may face barriers to accessing fintech products. For example, they may lack internet access or prefer the individualized or in-person access to traditional banks. Data on the extent to which a fintech products serve underserved consumers are limited. However, one company offering digital deposits accounts told GOA nearly half of its account holders are unbanked, have bank accounts, but use alternative financial services like payday loans, which can be costly, and 15% were previously unbanked. Data GAO received from 4 earned wage access companies indicated that these products were used mostly by consumers earning less than $50,000 annually. Wow. Let's stop for a second. Let's talk about that, Chris. Check it out. Just, they said that most, the data shows, or most of the companies say that a lot of the individuals who use the digital deposit accounts or those who either do not own a bank account or they choose to have alternative financial service. Then it says those who choose to use the earned wage access companies are those who usually make less than $50,000 a year. Let's keep going. What you got to say?
Oh, keep going, because that's an interesting stat.
Exactly. That's what I think. Okay. Then it says regulators have taken some steps to address risk that select fintech products pose, but regulatory uncertainty exists for certain earned wage access products. State and federal regulators have sought to better understand fintech products through measures such as information sharing agreements with companies. Federal financial regulators are modifying their examination processes to better monitor banks' partnerships with fintech companies. The regulators have also issued guidance related to select fintech products. For example, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau issued an advisory opinion in November 2020, clarifying that earned wage access products with specific characteristics are not considered to be an extension of credit under the Truth in Lending Act. However, despite this guidance, some have expressed continued uncertainty about how the law applies to products that do not fall under the advisory opinion. Further clarification would help companies that offer these products understand whether the Act and its disclosure requirements are applicable. Why GAO did this study? So let's talk about why the Government Accounting Office did this study on the fintech companies. Millions of consumers face barriers to obtaining accounts and accessing credit through traditional banks and credit unions. In recent years, fintech has emerged as a potential way of helping some underserved consumers gain access to financial services. However, it is unclear how many underserved consumers use these products, which risk they may pose, and to what extent existing financial services laws address those risks. So, I remember probably 2007, maybe around 2007, 2010 timeframe. And people were having a hard time getting a bank account. They would go to the bank and it's like, man, we can't get a bank account. So they had to purchase Walmart prepaid cards. You remember that, Chris? Those matter of fact, let me see. When did Green Dot start? Let me look that up real quick. Because this is really interesting. Kind of follow the trends. What's going on? Let's see. When did Green Dot prepaid card start? Let's see. 1999. So actually early 2000. Because I remember people could not get their that's right. It was the Green Dot card first, then Walmart piggyback. Walmart and Green Dot partnered or something of that nature, right? So people were getting those Green Dot cards to get their checks because everybody had started to move from paper checks to digital, to direct deposit. You remember that, Chris?
Yep.
Yeah. So the people who couldn't get bank accounts for the direct deposit, they need some type of way. And so Green Dot jumped on that very quickly. And so this is kind of what this particular piece of this article is speaking about how many were facing barriers to getting bank accounts. So they needed an alternative method. And people didn't even think about, I would assume people didn't think about whether there was a risk involved. They was just trying to get paid.
Yep.
All right.
True story.
Right. So let's continue. It says the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act includes a provision for GAO to annually report on financial services regulation. This report examines the benefits, risk, and limitations of select fintech products for underserved consumers and what is known about the extent to which underserved consumers have used them, and federal and state regulatory steps to access selected fintech products. GOA reviewed studies by federal agencies, academics, and industry groups, analyzed data from select fintech companies, and interviewed federal and state financial regulators, consumer groups, industry associations, and academia. So they went out and they started to do studies. They wanted to know what are the benefits, the risk, and what are the limitations of the fintech for underserved communities. In my opinion, there was a large volume of untapped market that the banks wasn't given access to, and they weren't benefiting for fees. And so they wanted to know, they probably went crying to the government, and they wanted to know why were they losing their potential clients. And they found out that they were getting fintech products to direct deposit their money because they couldn't afford bank accounts. And not only that, the government even started tapping into prepaid cards because they wanted to move federal funding direct deposit so that they didn't have to issue out paper checks to cut out the paper trail. So many of your individuals who are receiving any type of federal assistance, whether it's Social Security, whether it's disability Social Security, EBT, financial assistance, any type of financial assistance from the federal government, they got prepaid cards, and so I'm sure these banks are like, hey, they probably start crying, and there goes the Government Accountability Office doing this study. And then, the way to kind of scare a undeserved consumer is to talk about the risk, to throw out risk more. It's not regulated, things of that nature. Now you want to look into the partnership between the companies and the fintech companies and the banks because of credit. Because if they can issue, so let's say, for example, many of our Cash App, Square, in particularly Square and PayPal has really stepped their game up for the sole proprietor or for the business owner, right? They're allowing you to push out invoices. They're allowing you to create reports. Some of them even have, you can do your taxes in it. So they're really kind of cornering the market, similar to what Intuit did with QuickBooks, TurboTax, and let me see, it's 3 linked together. Credit. So QuickBooks, Intuit, the company Intuit connected all 3 of those softwares. So they're benefiting all the 3 ways. And so these folks want to know, like, hey, if these underserved, these individuals who can't ordinarily get bank accounts, but they still have money, how are they getting this money and where are they holding it at? Well, they're holding it in these fintech companies where they can either do one of the 4 following: digital direct deposit accounts, credit builder type products, small dollar fintech loan, or earned wage access. What's up, Brother Price?
Hey, what's going on, Ms. Mo?
What's going on? So we talking about, last week we started our stream on talking about fintech companies. And so I just wanted to share out some, continue that conversation and then kind of expand it out on why they actually exist in the first place by coming to some of these reports.
Yeah, I caught some of y'all conversations last week. I was traveling, but
okay.
You brought out some very interesting points in what you were just talking about with the Green Dot and the Walmart partnership.
Yep.
And I could just remember a time about a decade before then. I can remember the military making a big push for everyone to start going direct deposit because they were still operating early 90s, late 80s. They were still doing like traveler's checks and cutting checks.
Yes.
And they said, no, we got to become more efficient in doing this. And I remember that about Walmart partnering. But I just wanted to say one thing. Walmart went into that business because Walmart wanted to be a bank during that time, but they didn't let them in. They was like this emerging, the largest employer in the world, not just in the States, and they was trying to get into the banking industry, and they shut them out.
Well, and guess what? They took them little cells right on over to the fintech world and still has the potential of a bank.
Yeah.
With those cards, because think about it. The prepaid Walmart card, you get a bank statement and everything. You get a statement, a financial statement of your transactions during a month.
Yeah, I just think you're digging up some good rabbit breadcrumbs, so to say, on the origin of all this.
Yeah, so let's look up. So okay, it says it's 4 types of accounts. So let's look them up. So you got let's see, what are some digital deposit accounts? Let's see, Nerd Wallet got 15. Let's see who I want to get my info from. Let's see. Maybe I'll do Investopedia. Let me check Nerd Wallet real quick, since they get the quick list, and then I'll roll the Investopedia. So Nerd Wallet says there are 15 best online banks of 2023. And here they are. These are some online banks. All right, so let me remind everyone, you're tuned in to the Urban Economic Empowerment Show. And tonight we're just going to kind of show you how to research assets, and then also, let you know, hey, investing is your friend. But before you do that, you have to identify, what are you using? What financial vehicle are you going to use to do this? Are you going to let the money flow from your bank account? Are you going to use some of these fintech companies to deposit money in and then allow that to be where you invest? Like, just know where you're going and how you're going to do it before you start getting into the charts. I think the foundation of knowing where your money is housed, why your money is housed in those particular vehicles, is important. And to explore what is out there. We're in no shape or form giving you advice or telling you how to invest or what to invest in or what company to use. We're just sharing information. And I thank my brother Graybeard, Price, and Chris on the panel for joining me. All right. So that's my little spiel and my little notification to you all. Best online banks. So here's some of the online banks. And I can tell you that I have Ally as a auto loan holder, and I have Capital One as a credit card, and that's it on this list. Any of you all have any of these on the list, the top 15 according to Nerd Wallet? Any bank accounts with any of these companies?
Nah,
So
Me
far.
either.
I've heard of SoFi.
Synchrony is with PayPal.
Oh yeah, I forgot Synchrony. You got Synchrony and SoFi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, this is all I have. Okay, cool. All right, so let's check
One
out
trying to give me a credit card for a while.
Capital One.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so let's see what Forbes. So their article, the Nerd Wallet article, was released January 2023, and Forbes, this is June 2023, the best online banks. So let's see who they have going on. Well, let me read this real quick. It says the best online banks offer a healthy mix of high APYs, low fees, and reasonable minimum requirements. Because they are often branchless or maintain limited physical locations, they use institutions also tend to provide an intuitive online and mobile banking experience, along with customer support that attentive to easy to reach. We've compared the products and services of 60 nationally available online banks to find some of the best options available. See below to learn more about why we pick each institution, the pros and the cons, and to access individual banks' reviews. APY stands for annual percentage yields, and the account details are accurate as of June 2023. So here you go. This is a recent one, the best online banks 2023. And so far, I don't have any. And they're similar to what Nerd Wallet proposed. Oh, except for iGo. I didn't see iGo on Nerd Wallet. iGo Banking, Salon 5 Direct. I didn't see that one, I don't think. I seen TIAA, Vio Bank. I seen that one, Capital One. So there you go. These are the ones that Forbes. This is who they decided. And here's the difference between them. I like the fact that they did that. Let me see if I can kind of get it all on one page so we can see. Let's see, let me make it a little smaller. All right, yep, all on one page. All right, boom. So here are the differences. So here's a list of the Forbes advisor, and so all of them seem to have a savings, a checking, a money market account, and a CD, with the exception of Salem 5 Direct and TIAA Bank and Vio Bank and Capital One. Right? So the top six, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, top 6 have all 4 types of accounts. And then as far as fees, all of them have no monthly fee. They have overdraft, so they have that option. You can access it from the ATM with the exception of iGo Banking. No. I'm sorry. You can do that one. Yeah, all of them you can access from the bank. And looks like in reference to the overdraft, there's a fee at iGo Banking of $35, Salem 5 Direct $35, and Capital One $35. Looks like they all pretty nationwide, with the exception of Vio Bank. They have no ATM network. Yep. So there you go for their digital direct deposits. Let's see what Investopedia is talking about. Well, those are just the banks that they recommended. It doesn't mean that One United is not an option. This is just what Forbes magazine and NerdWallet were recommending as the best in 2023. So let's look at Investopedia, which is our go-to source, right? Investopedia, this article was released, just a few other day, June 26, 2023. That says the best online banks. Ally Bank is the online bank that does everything well. Well, that's probably why they got my nice little Genesis car note. It says we independently evaluated all recommended products and services. If you click on links we provide, we may receive compensation. All right. It says online banks are financial institutions that operate primarily or even solely online. And this typically allows them to offer more affordable accounts with easy access banks or online apps. You can save money on fees and earn more on savings when you choose the best online banks. The best online banks charge minimum fees, and some don't charge any at all, even if you keep your balance at 0. You should also get generous rates on savings accounts, a variety of different products, and secure online banking and mobile apps that are easy to use and include helpful extras like budgeting and savings tools. So let's check out what they're talking about on Investopedia. So the best online banks of 2023, according to Investopedia: Ally Bank, Synchrony Bank, Capital One, Discover, Charles Schwab, and Axos Bank. All right. So, and they even name them out. I like this Investopedia. Investopedia got Ally at the top of the crop. And then for the savings, they're going with Synchrony Bank. For students, they're going with Capital One. For checking, they're going with Discover. For travelers, they're going with Charles Schwab. And for best couples, they're going with Axos Banks. So I like how they broke that down. I like that. Okay. So here's if you open a new account, they have go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, I thought somebody was speaking. Let's see. So here, they give some more information on these different banks, right? You can look it up. Make sure you guys do your research, see what actually works for you, and pay attention to the minimum balance that you have to have in these accounts, right? So they got some pretty good information. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of this one. All right, so now you know, those are the digital deposit accounts. Those are the online, all of the online banks. All right. So let's see what the FDIC has to say. I'm interested in this because if you put your money somewhere, you need to make sure it's FDIC approved with some insurance, because it is no need for you to kind of I think, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, with the whole Silicon Valley thing and the bank, some of the bank failures, a lot of those banks had more assets in the bank than they did insurance for those assets, which means the deposits that were there were over the FDIC amount. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, you're right, Ms. Mo. It was, and the thing is, they covered them, or
You see,
yeah, they
bailed them
covered the
out.
whole thing.
Yeah, they had other banks that bought them out. They were able to recover their assets, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But that wasn't the underserved community that had deposits in those banks. But
Exactly. You make sure you highlight that one. That wasn't us. That wasn't us. A whole million, 2 million, 3 million, 4, 5, 20. Yeah.
yeah, but that's a good point that you're talking about, because that's some. I've been hearing a couple of reports that they're talking about. I don't want to say that being the status quo, but they talking about raising their rates from that 250 or whatever, since they don't set a precedence with those incidents. Not here or there. I'm gonna be quiet.
No, I like that. I'm glad you pointed that out, and I'll look for it in a second after I go over this, because that's a good segue to that. So it says FDIC consumer news is digital banking for me. So if you're trying to decide if digital banking is for you, it says choosing the best option for finances. Now is a great time to learn more about digital banking in times when face-to-face interaction is unavailable or household needs to change the way they conduct their finances. Technological advances in the ways we obtain credit, make payments, and manage money can provide convenient ways to access some financial products and services that no longer require going to a physical bank branch. These brick and mortar banks, a term used to denote a bank branch located in a building where once the only option we had. With digital banking and mobile banking now widely available and even newer technologies on the horizon, you might be asking, is it safe for me to take the leap to digital banking? So I ask you, Chris and Price, how hard was it for you to transition from brick and mortar to digital?
I'm kind of hybrid, Ms. Mo. I'll share this quick story. About 10 years ago, we left the East Coast, came out west, and we started banking with USAA, because we wanted we didn't want to travel. The nearest branch for the branch we was working with, it was BB&T, and it was like an hour away or whatever. So we started banking with USAA, but they didn't have it. Wasn't real. They had buildings, but it wasn't a traditional bank. So you're going to building, and you have to either get on the computer or get on the phone with somebody if you wanted to do something, some business, apply for a loan or whatever, blah blah blah. So me personally, I like brick and mortar, just to be able to walk in the building when I want to. But other than that, now with Navy Federal, it's a credit union, but technology has gotten better over the last 10 years, and you can basically do everything from your phone on, or from a computer at home. So
right. Chris?
Didn't mean to ramble.
Oh no, you did fine. Chris?
Yeah.
How was your transitioning from the brick and mortar to the digital world when it comes to banking?
How was it as far as the process?
Was it an easy transition? Did you have a little heartburn over it? You didn't like it? You'd rather go in the building? Are you cool with digital?
I'm cool with digital. Don't have to necessarily Okay, so the only difference is, yeah, no brick and mortar, so to speak. But since we so tech savvy and we used to having our phone in our hand mostly anyway, uh, the brick and mortar is kind of pointless. The only thing that the fintech world is getting better at is depositing an ATM. So being able to withdraw cash free at feet. Because I know a lot of the apps, they show you where you can go and withdraw and deposit your money free. So that's the only thing that I think they got better at and tweaked. Because before, you only had certain locations. Now it's more open to where you can go damn near anywhere to go get the deposit the cash or withdraw. Now on the customer service side, I know that's another issue. With going to a brick and mortar and then actually have to call people. I know it's bad. Gas has gotten a lot better with that. But now,
Right.
where they used to be only open Monday to Friday, now it's like Saturday and Sunday, and they got a time slot open just for that. So I think, especially with what happened to Silicon Valley Bank, fintech
Where are you
companies.
at, Chris? Where you at? You sound like you're under the water.
Yeah, okay, I'm in the deep one.
Oh,
So you can't hear me clearly?
now I hear you better. You sounded like woo, woo, woo.
Okay, let me go out. So I would just say that
You said Silicon Valley?
yeah, so since that happened, fintech companies are going to be more of a available option for many a reason. Okay, so a lot of fintech companies don't have overdraft fees. Banks do, and they make a lot of money like that. People don't like to talk about that either. So for fintech companies, that's a good selling point. So for me, the transition was easy just for the simple fact that, okay, no overdraft fees, even if I had to get into an option like that. And then the simple fact that I can take my money and just invest in their platform as well. So instead of, having to transfer my money from my bank account to them, I can just put money into their account and buy whatever I need to buy right then and there. And then you get into the programs and features that, somebody like Stash or Acorn or another fintech offer, like, shopping and being able to earn, an investment by spending your money, or earn stock in a company, stuff like that. That's different. It actually puts them in competition with credit cards because even though credit card has great rewards, cash backs, travel, all this stuff, you know, some people will look at investing in stocks or, spending money with that particular fintech company and you earn the stock from that, is a better option or a viable option. So, banks are in trouble, man. They're
Right.
still going to have business, JP Morgan, 'cause that's, a big bank and big money people are always going to bank with them. But, for the regular Joe, oh, yeah, for sure.
Right. Yeah. So it says, so what is digital banking? The key features of digital banking are affordability, convenience, and instant access to information. These features can help consumers understand their financial standing in real time, as well as plan for long-term goals and unexpected emergencies. Whether your bank has a physical branches or not, online and mobile banking enables consumers to manage their finances remotely from anywhere, including deposit checks, transferring money between accounts, and even paying friends and families electronically through peer-to-peer payment platforms. The October 2019 issue of Consumer News provides helpful information about protecting yourself when using online and mobile banking technology. Some banks, known as online only banks, have not to provide a physical location at all. The FDIC provides insurance for the funds that you deposit in the FDIC insured banks. This means that if your FDIC insured bank fails, the FDIC would protect you against the loss of your insured deposits, whether the bank is brick and mortar or online only. For more information, visit FDIC Deposit Insurance. Depositories in FDIC insured banks also benefit from other consumer financial protections. State and federal regulatory supervise banks to protect consumers from certain practices, including those involving overdraft fees and correcting account errors. For more information on consumer financial protection, visit Consumer Assistance and Information Consumer Protection Topics. What do brick and mortar banks offer? In addition to traditional banking services like depositing money and withdrawing cash, brick and mortar bank locations generally offer services such as providing money orders and notarizing documents, which involve an in-person interaction with the teller or other bank employee. Many brick and mortar banks also offer safe deposit boxes, which consumers can lease for storage of valuable items. It is important to note that FDIC does not insure the contents of safe deposit boxes. Many brick and mortar banks also offer online and mobile access to their banking services, which their consumers can use to manage their money online, contact your bank, or check the websites to learn about all of the services provided. I didn't know FDIC didn't cover safe deposit boxes. So I suspect you would have to have personal property insurance in order to cover that. What do you guys know about that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you would. You would have to have that's another form of property insurance you can get to cover whatever is in a safe deposit box.
Got you.
Because
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, you can have whatever in there, something that it sees value in the box. They don't know what's in the box. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, I got you. So I like the digital, man, especially provided I was moving all over the world in the military. Digital, man, when it started getting more savvy in the 2003, 2004 time frame, man, it just saved me. I could get on there and transfer money. I had to sit on the phone and try to transfer. I could get it like right now. I didn't have to wait 3 days. Boy, I remember them days. You have to wait you transfer some money, you have to wait 3 days before it come, all that extra stuff, and now brick and mortar, I like to be able to interact when it has to do with grants or loans or change of guard, so to speak, when you happen to switch out in the organization as far as leadership, talking to somebody, making sure the individuals understand. So if without that piece of it, man, I'm a digital banking. Oh my God. I do everything digital. That's why I got an Apple because I thought Apple was more secure. I don't save any of my passwords on the computers or anything of that nature, but I do. Chris, unfortunately, talked me in on Sunday to do a wallet. So I added wallets for the first time on my cell phone since I've been having it. I did not have Apple Pay, I'm ashamed to say, but I was like, I memorized all my numbers and all that stuff. So I figured if somebody needed get into my accounts, they was gonna have to pry into my brain. Yeah. So let's see.
I'm with you on that, Ms. Mo. Let me see. We're using less and less cash. I know I use less and less cash now, and as long as you got your stuff set up, your 2-factor authentications and all that set up,
yeah,
the Apple Wallet is solid.
Yeah. So I better go back and check because I'm not sure. But I just did it on last Sunday night with Chris and Brand, and they got me good. So I went and did it though. Let's see. What does digital banking offer? So banks that offer online and mobile banking services give you the ability to do some of or all of your banking on your computer, tablets, or smartphones. The digital banking services might include transferring funds, depositing checks, viewing account statements, and paying bills. Some online bank services allow you to open deposit accounts and apply for loans, tasks that once require a visit to a physical location. These options may streamline the exchange of loan applications, information, and may lead to faster loan decisions. Some banks also provide budgeting tools to help you manage your finances. To use digital banking services, customers typically sign up and create account information that enables you to access your accounts on the web or mobile device. Check with your bank to find out what digital banking features they offer and how to sign up for them. It is a good idea to make sure you know your bank is protecting your digital banking data. Read more about keeping your data safe in the special cybersecurity edition of Consumer News. Online only banks do not have a physical presence, so customers open accounts and access financial products and features through a website and an app on the computer or mobile device. You can generally use debit cards at ATMs to take out cash and deposit checks. In some cases, you can also make payments electronically. Some digitally only banks do not accept cash deposits, and there may be a fee for certain transactions. So be sure to verify that the features they offer meet your needs. Like traditional brick and mortar banks, digital online banks generally have a consumer service department that you can contact to ask questions, get help with transactions, and address other concerns or issues. However, they do not offer an option to meet in person with a customer service representative. If service can be conducted online or over the phone instead of in person, generally may offer many of the same services as a brick and mortar bank. I like digital online, but I think I like banks with a digital online presence. I'm not when I first got USAA, and I couldn't get to a bank, it took a lot of getting used to. But even now, sometimes I would like to go to USAA and do some things. So some things I kind of moved away from using them, but I do like them as a bank because a lot of the things I do is instant. But I would rather a brick and mortar and online presence. I don't like banks that take a long time to debit or credit your money. That drives me. I think if I had to say anything about a bank, it's always the fact that, if I have to wait, for my numbers to change. Because let's be real, I'm not keeping up no checkbook.
Right.
When I swipe that card, I need that money gone. So I tend to gravitate to those companies or those banking presence that money. I think that's why I use my card more often than ever now. I use my stash and my Acorns or my Capital One credit card. I use those more often because I need to know when I swipe that money's gone. I don't need it to be sitting lingering and then you don't overspend, especially when I'm on vacation or I'm doing something fun. I like to be on a budget. I don't be wanting to spend. So now I learned to put myself on a budget. I would transfer money over to my stash of what I want to use when I'm going on vacation or like for example, the holiday weekend is coming up, right? Whether you celebrate Independence Day or not, it's coming up. And people are going to be out, you're going to be out having cookouts or maybe family gatherings, or maybe you may use the time to catch up with some yard work, or, go visit some kids or grandbabies or whatever you're doing. I want to be able to budget out what I'm going to spend. I don't want to overspend, and I don't want to cause my not be able to get into my account when I swipe my card. So I looked for the most convenient digital online banking that's going to, or fintech company that's going to accommodate my needs. What you guys think? Let me keep the party rolling. Is it a legitimate bank? Very important, because so many companies are offering all types of stuff. So let's see how we can know if the bank is legit. Before engaging with any bank, whether it is digital only or brick and mortar, it is important to make sure you are working with a legit FDIC insured bank. Make sure it isn't a fraudulent website set up by criminals to mislead or entice people into transferring money or disclosing personal information for use in committing identity theft. To confirm that a website belongs to an FDIC insured bank, check the FDIC online database. Bank Find. Bank Find includes only digital only and traditional brick and mortar banks. Yes. Let me write this down. I'm teaching myself. Hold on. I'll be right back. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys
I
look?
love that.
Go ahead. Talk about that for a second. Let me go get my pen.
That was a lingering question all in my mind. So what's to keep Price from just putting up a website and saying he FDIC approved, and where can I counter or confirm that Price is who he say he is? You just answered that.
Yes, honey. Like, I remember I had first met my boo. And man, you know me, if I'm meeting a guy and I'm interested and I'm thinking it's gonna be something for the long haul, I'm going straight financial. Our conversation is going to derive around finances. And so he asked me, I had introduced him to Stash and Acorn and Robinhood and Webull, and I particularly honed in on Stash. And I think at the time that he said, okay, that's all cool. He said, what bank is connected with Stash? And I said, baby, did no research. I did not know. So I had to say,
I can't believe this.
I didn't. I'm being honest.
100 lashes.
What's up, Brandon? Good time for you to laugh too.
What's up, bro? Brandon?
What's going on, everybody?
Good brothers.
What's up? Good well, Stash, the bank that was behind Stash in the beginning was Green Dot, and then they changed to Stride.
Yes. Well,
they tell you under your account information what bank it is. So,
I didn't check. What I'm saying,
I mean, you probably seen it, but you didn't remember.
No. I ain't seen nothing because I ain't look. Only thing I'm telling you, I did not look. I didn't check. So when he asked, I was like, in my mind, the first thing I said was, why are you gonna ask me something like that? Because I was not thinking about whether or not you could lose your money if the online digital fintech company you selected was not FDIC approved. I wasn't thinking about that. Only thing that was on my mind, listen, We need to start investing. If you gonna be with me, you need to have investing on your mind. How much you think, if we get together, what will be your ideal dollar amount that we gonna put away, that we can save this cash so we can make some money, so it can fund our luxurious lifestyle. Right? That's all I had on my mind. And when he asked me that, I said, oh, and then I think at the time, if I can recall, and I could be wrong, I didn't see the FDIC approved at first. And so I was looking, and he kind of gave me that look like, I think, let me see, hold on. It may not have been Stash. It could have been let me see. It could have been Webull at the time. Hold on, let me see. Let's see.
Yeah, Webull may not, because I think Webull is I think that's a Chinese company. I'm not sure.
Let's see. Let's find out. They're the SIPC, which protects security consumers of members up to 5. Okay, I don't know. I wonder when did it happen, because I'm okay. No. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe they always have been. Okay, maybe, you know what? Maybe it said SIPC and I didn't look to see which, what was what. And maybe I panicked because of that. But whatever it was at the time, I could not find it. And I panicked because I didn't know how to continue the conversation. Because at that point, I'm saying to myself, like, man, you just introduced, I didn't introduce him to it. He was already invested, but I didn't know that at the time. I just was wanting to make sure I had a conversation that I was initiating that of what I thought was important to me in one of the things that was important to me in a relationship. And so I was stunned. And I can't remember exactly how I wiggled my way to something else. But, this FDIC should be important when you're putting your money away, like we mentioned earlier with the Silicon Valley and protecting your assets. I knew when I was going to get a large sum of money, I reached out to African Emporium and I said, hey, if you get a certain dollar amount, where would you put it and how would you break it down? And he immediately started talking in terms of this is how his codes were 250,000 over here, 250,000 over there. And at first I wasn't getting it. I said, why you keep saying 250,000? And so then he broke down, the insurance, what asset, what assets hold what dollar amount as far as FDIC, it is 500,000, 250,000, 275, whatever it is. And I was like, oh, so instead of telling someone, just needs to diversify your investment accounts, I say the reason you diversify your investment accounts is so that that dollar threshold remains insured.
Well, I mean, it's the same way though with your. SPIC is kind of the same thing for securities as FDIC is for deposits. So,
right. Yes. And
after you get low above a certain level, you're gonna have to do another type of vehicle.
Yes. Either the same or different asset class. Yes. And so, I was real. So I actually went back and revamped. Let me tell y'all, when I published this book, because I got to get grown now. When I publish it, it's gonna have a whole nother spin on it in reference. Because when people teach business, everybody teach business, right? But when people teach business, they usually kind of come with the same information on how to start. Man, I'm about to spin all this stuff because usually, and that's why people always say, well, didn't nobody teaches. So I'm gonna revamp the direction I was going with it, which was still different than the majority, and kind of add some of this financial information, because I think, and y'all tell me if it would be a good idea, I think that one of the areas that people don't pay attention to when they start business, or personally, when this comes to the financial aspect of your life, that particular category, is think about where they're going to house their money, why they're housing it there, and what do they plan to do with it. Like, I got this money, I'm making money, I started business, I'm making money, now I'm going to spend it because I need personal stuff. But to really sit back and say, okay, I'm going to I got my business, I profited 20,000. I'm just going to keep a little, number, whatever. Let's say I profited 5,000. Now, what am I going to do with that 5,000? Am I just going to take the 5,000 and spend all my profits? Or can I take the 5,000 and now I want you to think beyond? This is for most people who just not thinking in that manner. Let's say I'm at the U.S. flea market in Columbia. If I go through most of those vendors who are out there, they're just making money and spending money and saving money. They don't have particular online banks or brick and mortar banks where this money is in this bank account for emergency fund. This money is in this bank account or this account to grow. This one is over here for me to buy a house. This one over here, they're not really doing it. They like, hey, this how much I made today. Let's see what we're gonna do with it, type of deal. So I want them to start thinking about, say, okay, think about which of these financial vehicles, is important to you, where you're gonna put your money. Are you putting your money in digital deposit accounts? Do you need to start thinking about getting into credit billing type products? Because many people do need to do that. And if you are you going to consider credit cards, secure loans, lines of credit? You see what I'm saying? Where I'm going with that? That's how I want to start. Go ahead.
So, Ms. Mo, let me ask you. So, you remember that book we was talking about last winter, Tony Robbins, Master the Game?
I got it.
So, but how far did you get through it? Because he talks through a lot of that. So, I get what you're saying.
I got through chapter 5, and I needed. Listen, I repeated chapter 3 through 5 so much because it was so much information.
Oh, it only gets better. I'm just saying, but he talks about what you're hitting on right now. So what happens when you do this book and you do 500,000, or when you do 500 million? So now you're at a level or in a situation where you just don't want to go and have money spread all across the board like that. You start doing stuff like getting a lawyer or setting up some type of trust or some type of annuity. I mean, that type of that's what I hear you saying. I know the numbers you was talking about, but yeah, you talking about a whole nother level, man.
Yes, that's what, and believe it or not, you run across people who are really in some of those areas, and they're really not maximizing what they have. And so that's the level I want people from the initial start to think about. That's where you're headed. Your end game is, because think about this. Let me back it up a little bit. We have people in the YouTube community that talk about the trust all the time, right? Except most people want to jump into it, and they have one or two things. They're not really there yet or understand why they should go that route, or two, they're doing it because somebody else told them that's the way they should be done. So let me tell you, I have a buddy of mine, right? Got involved, and she ended up putting her stuff in a trust with the group cooperative group investors, whatever they were doing. And then not more than a year later, then she removed it. Because the understanding of what you was doing wasn't there initially. You didn't do your research. You just jumped in because it sounded good, or somebody pitched it to you a certain way and say, hey, you know what, don't do this with your money, bring your money there, you know. And now you're uneducated. So yeah, a lot of the you're right, Price. A lot of that information is in there. Like that book is so good, man. You have to repeat you know, the chapters when you're doing it, because he's giving out, you know, he's really giving a rundown. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to buy the hardcover because a lot of times he's speaking about what's in the book and he's talking about some examples, you know, some activities that you can do. But
Right.
I didn't get the hard copy. I actually did the ebook. So I would listen to it in between. Go ahead.
Did I lose you? No, I
Uh-uh.
was just saying I got you. I'm listening.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, I need the hard copy. Yeah. So I want to be able to kind of reach like new learners who is not tapped in, and then reference and source, you know, his book for more, you know, understanding of what
On that,
I want to introduce.
on that trust though, I want to bring on a real financial advisor that
Mhm.
specifically deals with that.
Mhm.
Um, and I want to see. I want to see when you think you will be able to do that because it's
Choose one of the Wednesdays
okay.
or
All right.
Sunday evening.
What's on Sunday?
No, that's the time I'm usually free.
Okay. Okay. I'll talk
You know,
to
I
her.
just be sitting back chilling in the evenings time though.
Okay.
Uh,
All
yeah, so yeah, FDIC is super important. Um, and to finish this out, it says what's best for me. Brick and mortar provides the opportunity to build the person's relationship and have personnel who can go over loan terms and or address account issues in person. This relationship is important to some consumers, and others may simply like knowing the bank has a physical presence and commitment to their community. In some circumstances, online banking or on a mobile device may not only be a convenience but a necessity when face-to-face interaction is unavailable, even it is if it is only temporary. The bank that's right for you might be brick and mortar, online, or a bit of both. The best news is that options are available to access your money and keep your funds FDIC insured. So, bam, there it is. Okay. So they give some links. They say for more information on online or mobile banking, visit the FTC at Protection Consumers on the cutting edge of finance transactions, FDIC at FDI Tech, and FDIC at banking at the speed of technology. So that brings in the whole digital banking piece. Let's see what we're talking about. Okay. Hey, Brandon, I see you joined us. What's going on? Let's talk about the credit builder products. We can't hear you, Brandon, if you were saying something. So when it comes in terms of
Hey,
the
Ms. Mo, before you go to the credit builders,
uh-huh.
I just got maybe 2 rabbit holes. So you know, in about the next 3 to 4 weeks, we're gonna go live with this Fed Now thing.
Yes, I knew you was gonna say it.
And then I want you to think back when when they started talking about providing COVID relief, and they was talking about how many people we had an unbanked population, and they was trying to figure out how to get aid to those folks. So I mean, they're kind of like two sides of the same sword, but we get ready to transition into something and we coming out of something. And
Mhm.
it sounds like now we got more and more people relying on some form of online banking or mobile banking. And we getting ready to start forging into a new area with this Fed now.
Right. So February, so in March, you're absolutely right. March 15, 2023, the Federal Reserve announced July launch for the Fed Now services. Hold on, let me go back. Let me see if I see the up-to-date. Let's see if they have up-to-date thing. Hold on one second.
So from my understanding, the legacy system and this new system gonna run parallel for about 18 to 24 months, and it'll be fully live and fully active sometime 2025. But it'll be good to have some strategies on how to maneuver this new system before then.
Can y'all hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay. Can y'all talk for a little bit? About the whole Fed now. I mean, this. Can you talk for a little bit? I need to call somebody real quick. Where'd you go?
We got you, Ms. Mo.
Okay.
Hey, so what y'all think about that, fellas? Oh, is everybody still here?
Okay, I'm back. My bad. Okay, I'm back. Y'all still here? Y'all left Price hanging? You left it.
Huh.
Brandon, your mic is on, but I don't hear you. Say it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Brandon all cool in the cut. Price is
Your
like
mic was
Price is like, fellas, what y'all think? He was like,
on. Oh,
y'all think?
my fault, bro. I had to do some cake I had for my birthday. The last piece.
You breaking up. You breaking up, Brandon. All right. So Fed now.
Come back here.
Okay. Fed now. All right. So Fed now. Let me see what this article. Okay. I want to get to a recent one because they're going to be launching on Saturday, I think July the 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Let me see if they got some updated articles or updated article from the Federal Reserves. Let me go to their website. Let me go to news. He spoke today and I missed it. Let's see. Let me do a search. Fed now. Let's see the most recent. Let's see what they're talking about. All right. So for you guys that do not know, the Fed Now service, it says the Fed Now service will be available to depository institutions in the United States and will enable individuals of businesses to send instant payments through their depository institution accounts. The service is intended to be a flexible, neutral platform that supports a broad variety of instant payments. Don't forget, see Brandon. Payments. At the most fundamental level, the service will provide interbank clearing and settlement that enables funds to be transferred from the account of a sender to the account of a receiver in nearly real time at any time, any day of the year. Depository institutions and their service providers will be able to build on this fundamental capability to offer value-added services to their customers. So Price, let me ask you, okay, so, we're able to do that right now with Cash App, PayPal, Square, these different online services that we have now. So basically what the federal, got the Fed Now so that it can provide a service, so it can get in on the fees too, just like these other platforms to use is that what it is? So that they can have a way to collect funds. Did they partner with the Fed Now services, or they came up with the Fed Now services so that they can be a part of the underdeserved community? Is that what we're saying? Uh-oh. Is it me?
Nah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can you, Brandon.
Oh, okay. Nah, I mean, I think the Fed Now services is just a bogus service that the government's putting together real quick to combat this whole cryptocurrency type deal, and basically what you just said, but just what you just stated. How fast can they put something together so they can actually take from the people, and then implement their own rules and laws in it to
Right.
keep this machine going, as far as manipulation in the market, take from people, take from the taxpayers.
Yeah, because it sounds like they want to jump on a bandwagon of the fintechs, because a lot of before you came on, Brandon, what we read earlier was that the fintechs was the answer to the underserved who couldn't easily access bank accounts.
Right.
And so it sounds like, because of the system that is being used. So I don't think, and I'll keep reading, that it's saying that it's going to take the place and you have to use the Fed Now. It's saying that it's a system that can be used. So it says the Fed Now service will be designated to maintain uninterrupted 24/7, 365 processing with security features to support payment integration and data security. The service will have a 24-hour business day each day of the week, including weekends and holidays. End of the day balances will be reported on the Federal Reserve accounting records for each participating depository institution on each FedNow service business day. Access to intraday credit will be provided to participants in the FedNow service during its business day under the same terms and conditions as for other Federal Reserve services. The FedNow service will provide a liquidated management tool to support instant payment services. The tool will enable participants in the FedNow service to transfer funds to one another to support liquidity needs related to payment activity in the FedNow service. The tool will also support participants in a private sector instant payment service backed by a joint account at a reserve bank by enabling transfers between the master accounts of participants and a joint account. The first release of the FedNow service will also include optional features, fraud protection tools, the ability to join initially as a receive-only participant, requests for payments capability, and tools to support participants in the handling of payment inquiries. The FedNow service will be released in phases, and additional features and service enhancements will be introduced over time. Other aspects of the service, such as structures and governing terms, will be announced prior to the launch of the service. The target release date for service is May to July 23rd. As development of FedNow service progress, additional details will go. So we already know they're releasing it on the 1st.
Hey,
Right.
can y'all hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay. Here's some thoughts on what that looks like. Your first time you said we already do that now. Is that I'm going back to before you read that last bill, Ms. Mo, because a lot of stuff that you just read then is that don't even apply to us. That's banks that have access to the repo or the liquidity to the banks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I got you.
But when you say we're already doing,
that's for the large financial institutions, not the normal Americans.
Right. I mean, at the end of every day, banks borrow from other banks to make their books settle at the end of the day, whatever that cycle is, 8:00 at night or sometime before midnight the next day. And that's the repo system. That's a real layman's explanation of it. But when you say we already do that, think about how many times you do a transaction and it'll show up as pending on your bank account. The money has been withdrawn, or it's reflecting in your balance, but the transaction hasn't been completely processed. So in my mind, when they say this, you're talking about instantaneously. Like sometimes if I could I'll pay my cell bill, and they'll go ahead and grab the money right there, but the transaction shows up as pending because it still has to go through certain back end or back office things to get the money to where it needs to be. So everything that you just read was okay. It's a secure system. Everybody that participates in it, we use ACH and SWIFT depending on where you're sending your money, and it's going to be a little bit faster. Is all I'm saying. Is what I'm getting at. So in terms of if it's more efficient, it's supposed to save more money, and that's supposed to spill over from the bank down to the consumer. If it costs banks less money to get their cash flow, then those benefits should spill down to the consumer.
And what are these other benefits they're talking about that they're going to roll out at the end of the year?
What all they're saying is like this system, like you say, is going to roll out. Some people can just sign up for it as receive only. Like if I just want to be something like a Western Union, and these are just real simple examples just to convey what they're trying to say, that they're not diving into this head first. But somebody like a JP Morgan, they're gonna be doing everything. They're gonna be sending money, cross border. They're gonna be sending money intra border. They're gonna be doing everything. But some of your smaller entities say, "Hey, I just want to be able to receive payments," and then they say, "Okay, now I can process payments." And then that's why I was saying that the legacy system and this new system is going to run parallel to each other through 2025 as they just scale it in and get everybody on board on that.
Now I understand what you meant when you brought up the economic impact money that came out with PPP or EIDL, and when they first was deciding to give that money, they was like, the banks don't have a vehicle to be able to bring in that kind of money. What are they going to do? And then the banks decide to tap into their reserve money, and then the feds are supposed to pay them back. And as we know, they didn't pay them back on time because if the people defaulted, the feds didn't give them their money.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's everything. It appears because we get what we want, but we don't even realize that, when we go to Walmart or wherever and we make a transaction, they give you the goods. You walk out the store with them, and it shows up on your end of the bank account, but that process hasn't closed.
Right.
Just like if you sell a stock on Acorn or Stash or whatever, you have to you have a 3-day clearing process.
Mm-hmm.
You sold or bought it, but you still have to let that sale wash out on the back end. So this new system is supposed to be more efficient, more digital, and more secure.
To help the banks
that
move their stuff quicker.
Exactly.
Got you. Well, so when I was fussing earlier about waiting for my money to move.
You said this was just for the banks, so like you think this be rolled out for institutionals too, and private banks?
Depository institutions. Here it is.
So when I say like institutions, I meant like JP Morgan, TD America Trade, BlackRock, most likely.
Let's see.
Right. Well, yes, I'm with you. Anybody that has access to the repo system, that repo money, we don't have access to the repo system. We're not on that level. Right.
Here you go. Right here, Brandon.
Yeah, they would be able to apply the features as they do. Now, even the SEC has already held a meeting about 8 months ago on talking to almost real time. Right now we're at T3 on stocks, on securities. They're talking about something as fast as T0 or T1 using the same technology, and it's all crypto. That's another thing.
How many people watching that live? How many people is watching this live right now?
Oh, I don't know.
13.
Hey, Brother Price, I need you to say that again one more time. That last part, one more time.
Yeah. This Fed now and everything it's all cryptocurrency.
All right. Somebody in the chat, people in the chat right now, that's your homework. Brother Price just gave you some homework. He gave you some work research to do. Do it. Find out which institutions is connected to what in regards to transactional.
Go ahead, Brandon.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just giving that little gem that some people might miss in the comments. That Brother Price just dropped. Okay, a lot of people don't understand. These conversations are important. And then what you said, you got 13 people on the line.
Yeah, 15 now.
15. They need to pick this up. If you're serious about economics and whatnot, glad for the 15 people that's on right now. But you guys really need to. Stop dragging your feet, because when this thing moving, it's gonna move, and it ain't gonna wait for nobody else.
But that's a good point, Brother Brandon. Just like this whole fintech, I think we kind of slept on fintech.
Big time.
But
yes,
I couldn't agree with you more on that, good brother. But at the end of the day, it's all data structures and algorithms, and that's all crypto is. But we just get caught up in the slang terms, the names Bitcoin and Ethereum and all this other stuff.
Right, and there's other projects out there that's moving too, that coincide along with Ethereum, crypto, Bitcoin, all these other things that you can still be a part of, and all you have to do is just do some research on it. Doing research could change your life for the next, 5, 10 years.
Say that again. Yeah.
Doing research could
Yeah.
change your life for the next 5, 10 years
Yeah.
if you do it.
So yeah, and that's for all my crypto haters or whatever. When you hear the term CBDC, central bank digital currency, that's crypto.
That's what
So
it is.
I mean, and that's the talking points that they put out there in the ether, through the media. That
Mhm.
Somehow we having problems drawing that, making that connection. But I don't even want to get into that because we got a good string going.
Hey.
It's just called Fed coin.
We
They've
can
been
do
talking about
that.
it for a few years.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was just
Okay.
saying that's their so-called Fed coin. That we've been talking about for a few years. Always been out there in discussion, but the simple part is all of this stuff is on their website. So this
Yes,
stuff
sir.
is not really hidden. It's not
Hey,
hidden.
Chris, say that again. You got 15 people on, man. Say that again one more time, see if they get the hint.
All of this stuff is on their website. Matter of fact, I was on a live stream today. They teach an economics class, the Federal Reserve do, and it's free. All you got to do is go to Eventbrite. They teach the economics class, a 2-day class, and you can find all of this stuff on their website. So, all these conspiracies that, they hide stuff from people, it is really out there. All you got to do is, just go look it up, and I guarantee you'll find information on it.
Hey, here gonna want to piggyback off of brother Chris. There's a stable coin, which is a form of cryptocurrency, close quotes, called USDC. I mean, USDC. That's a stable coin like USDT or UDC. I may be mixing it up, but that may be the backbone for the Fed coin. That's just some more homework from Professor Brandon.
Nah, man, you the teacher, you the professor. I'm just a substitute. I'm the one to yell at the kids. Well, sit your asses down and read this book. That's me.
Yes, indeed. So this site Chris is talking about, Federal Reserve Education.org. So I'll come back to this in a second. So let's go back to the fintech companies. What the fintech companies got out here. So boom, here you go. Right? We got Stripe, or the ones we talk about a lot. Okay, let me go to this one because they have 86. This is just some of them in America. I'm gonna go to this one that has the 86 top fintech companies and startups to know in 2023. So let me open it up. 86 fintech companies and startups to keep in your back pocket. So here's some fintech companies. Cash App, everybody's favorite that don't know about others, right? So here's a huge list. A lot of people use Chime. I have Coinbase for the crypto that I do. So that's so out of one, I got 3 out of that list there. Let's see what else we got.
Hey, Mo, right quick, I know
Go
you're
ahead.
doing it right now, but when you get a chance later on, just for you, nobody else is watching this, I need you to get on the internet, go to Coinbase and BlackRock and see what they have in common.
Coinbase and BlackRock?
Yeah.
They just entered a partnership, man, about 6 months ago.
Hey, man, that was for Mo to do our homework on, man. You ain't supposed to get that away, man.
Oh, my
I'm not.
bad. My bad.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, man. Hold on. And they about to IPO pretty soon. Come on now. You put 2 and 2 together. BlackRock owns everything. BlackRock legally can't make a cryptocurrency, but they can buy a company who owns
make
crypto. Right. That's how
When
ball
they got
BlackRock is.
what, 7 trillion, 9 trillion in assets under management?
Who, BlackRock?
Yes, sir.
I think it's more than 9.
Oh man,
It says. I thought they had like 21 trillion.
21 trillion.
Yeah, 21 trillion assets on these management.
Look at that,
I
Brandon.
could be wrong. What's the? Nah, you ain't. Don't show them on this. Nah, take.
Oh,
This
okay.
for us in the dark chat. This they got to sign up to your
Oh,
econ to get this.
Oh, they gotta get on my.
They got to get on your econ to
hey.
get that.
So
I know.
I'm not going to even say. Look, I'm not going to even say the nugget behind that headline.
They already seen it.
Well,
Put it in the
Watch it.
Zoom.
Right.
you
They're
know,
gonna try to rewind it on YouTube.
every ETF they filed for, they got it except for one.
Yep. I wonder what that one is.
Man, I don't even know, man. I'm too busy looking ahead.
Tasty Trade. Some people got Tasty Trade.
Yep.
I'm going through the list. We got Cash App.
Okay. Cash App.
I don't have none of these. Let's see. There's 86 of them. I only got like 4. Well, we know the Apex because a lot of the ones we have fall under Apex because they'll be on my tax return.
Yeah, Apex got crypto too.
Yeah.
I'll probably do it like this. I will probably go with the ones that are noticeable that you've seen on TV that has like more market and advertisement to it. Where they at? Are they on TV? Are they on hint, wink, wink, basketball fields or basketball fields?
But that would probably
basketball
be
arenas.
Yes, that'd probably be this group here. We know the
Football
top.
fields. Yep.
Yeah. Whatnot.
Well, no, some of them show up on your. If you do a lot of online shopping, those hey, instead of paying $100, make $20 payments for the next 5 weeks. They do that microfinancing. Eating into that PayPal revenue.
Oh, you talking about like far as like just advertisement?
No, like just when you go buy something that you don't have to pay the full price at checkout. I want to say Chime is one of them.
Yep, Chime is one.
You don't have to pay what?
It's almost like instant layaway. Instead of just paying the $20 and getting your goods, you get your goods and just pay $20, make 4 installment payments of whatever, the price, the total price divided by those 4 payments instead of paying everything today.
Another hint, wink, wink. What happened with a firm? Who got in the bed with a firm?
What?
I'm serious.
Wait, what did you say?
Who got in the bed with a firm?
With a firm?
Yeah.
Oh, a firm. Who got in the bed with a firm?
Yeah.
I don't know who did.
That research. Do you research? Do you research?
Hey, do your due diligence. That's right, Ms. Mo. That's how you keep that liability out there. But you're exactly right, Brandon. Because a firm was one. I'm starting to get. I get your method now.
No, yeah, this is what I do. You got to be observant. When I say observant, you got to watch everything on the news, on the sports events. What you see outside, what you see when you pay your card, pay your groceries. Do you see anything extra on that little thing when you slide your card on? It's stuff like that you got to notice. Like even at the local grocery store over here at Jules, we got a new payment system up here. I ain't never seen before. You know what I did? I went home, looked them up.
Wow.
Jules, what's Jules? A store?
There's a grocery store up here. Jules Osco.
I don't know nothing about that.
Nah, what y'all got down there?
You talking about Amazon and a firm?
I don't know, Mo.
I don't know. Stop now.
Hey.
What you mean we fine? We ain't trying to get nobody no type of information for free. Okay, if they want this bag, they gonna have to learn from it.
Got to come get it.
Mo
Now,
done
we got to
giving away
protect our
information.
doctor because they'll be coming back saying Dr. Mo said,
Yep.
you know.
Oh,
See?
let me say my little disclaimer again. You are tuned into the Urban Economic Empowerment Show, which is purely informational only. Informational only. So we're just sharing some info, giving you some sites. Hey, we're nowhere near offering you any advice on how to invest, where to invest, or what to invest in. Just sharing
Ma'am.
information. Let's see. Indigenous Black man, what did you say? He said, I already had that info. You need to come on the panel sometimes. Obviously, you have a lot of info. Come share with us.
No, dude. What info did he have?
He was talking about the BlackRock.
I know you didn't have that one about a
Credit
firm,
builder.
though.
Yeah.
Now, what does it say? Credit builder products. Now, with the credit builder products, you know, it's cool when they do it, but when we do it, everybody calling you a scammer.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I like that one card. That what is it? Is it step? What's
Self?
the? Is it the step
Self.
card or step card? Itself. Okay.
It's self. Yeah. This self card is got a lot of good reviews, honestly. A lot of people like the self has helped them build their credit with the self card.
Yeah.
Been telling y'all about that for over a year, about 2 years now. So I don't want
Be
to hear
quiet.
that.
Be quiet. We know.
What you say, bro, Chris?
I've been telling them about that for 2 years about self. Mo told
Oh.
Mo about self. I'm saying she needed, but she over here trying to low key hate.
Oh
Man,
now how can I be low key hating when I'm just going off of with the federal technology? You brought up fintechs last week. I'm just building on what you brought up.
no. Hey, but Ms.
That's
Mo,
what we brought up. Go ahead,
let me
Frank.
say this. No, I'm sorry, good bro. I just want to say this, man. I got some adolescents up here, so what the Gen X's and Gen Z's, whatever you want to call them, but they all into them subscriptions. So if you somebody who used the, you know, the Apple Music and the Netflix and the Hulu's, and you already paying this, why not build your credit score and just attach it to,
Yes.
you know? I mean, that's
Yeah.
to me, that's like a no-brainer because my kids are a subscription generation. You know, I'm cheap. I don't be into all that, but they need to get their own credit. So,
Yep. I agree. And you have to get them. You got to teach them. As a matter of fact, hold on. Before I go here, that's what I was supposed to go to when I got sidetracked with the insurance. Hold on. I was supposed to go to the fintech companies to build credit. That's where I was supposed to go. Or credit. Let me see if that's it. Credit bill. It was fintech companies that report. Fintech companies that report to credit bureaus. Tapping into Garfield's lane. Let's see. All right. Top alternative credit score provider startups. Let me see. Here we go.
Kick off on that list.
Wait up. I'm trying to see who I'm gonna go through. I forget. It's like 3 fintech companies that are disrupting. Let me see what they're talking about. 3 fintech companies that are disrupting credit consumers. Who are they? Hold on. Let me navigate through it a little bit. Okay, this ain't who I was thinking it was gonna say. So let me go back. Let's see. Companies. Oh, here we go. We said, Brandon, how fintech companies help companies with credit reporting. So I want to look and make sure, maybe make sure I don't pass it up. I'm looking for the ones that are helping, that are reporting to the credit bureau. Okay, here we go. 39 top fintech lending and loan companies to know in 2023. Let's see, 39 of them. So Stride Funding, Ginger. Y'all recognize any of these? Regora, Wolfen, Ernest, Build. Let's see if we recognize any of these. The Self is probably the only thing I'm going to recognize. So Self, that looks like the only thing I recognize. I don't know if you guys recognize any of the other ones. Oh, SoFi, you got Chris, you got SoFi as a bank of credit. You got it for credit purposes, or you got it for just banking? SoFi. Sounds like those are the only.
They got all of it on there when you sign up to their account. You can invest.
I know.
Credit,
I'm
all of
asking.
that.
What was your attraction? Linden Tree. I see here Linden Tree on TV. What was your attraction? Was it
All of
credit?
it. Yeah, they offer
Oh,
all of
they
it.
go Affirm. They go Affirm. So that's 4 so far, or 3
Firm,
so
right.
far.
Firm is, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Firm with the buy now pay later.
There we go. That's the only ones I recognize. Affirm, Linden Tree, SoFi,
Now, question
and
for you:
Self.
why
Huh?
are those the two only ones that stick out to you?
Because I've seen either I've seen a commercial or I've actually seen people posting it and actually using it. I'm definitely Self. I've heard a lot of people getting good reviews, so those are the only ones that stand out. And the only reason I remember Affirm because when you check out on Amazon, is right there as an option.
All right. Don't Mo, you giving away too many nuggets tonight. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that, Mo. You're helping these people out tonight. You're gonna have to cash app something.
I know.
Affirm is in a lot of people's shopping cart.
Yeah.
Just
Affirm.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
but when you hanging out in Amazon shopping cart, that's a big net. Just saying.
Yeah. So that's the one, so when you think about, a lot of times people say, well, why are you using certain things? When you're going to set up your business, think about what you're using that's going to help build your business. And so the Self deal is one of the, the Stride. Oh, Stride. I think I've heard Stride lending and whatnot. But those are the banks that's going to help you, build your business. Because people are like, how do I build my business credit? How do I build my business credit? When you think about some of this stuff on my personal credit or how I keep things in order, these vehicles can help you. You spending the money anyway.
Don't need that Self link. Let me know. Get $15 right now if you sign up.
Post it in the Zoom and I'll post it out if you got
Hey,
your link.
Mo, right quick, go to Google.
Google.
And
Yep.
hold up another tab right quick.
Yeah, tab.
What tabs you get?
The stuff that I want to bookmark real quick. Let me
Type in,
bookmark it. Hold on. Let me bookmark these and then I'm gonna close them out.
Oh, you ain't got.
No, I want to come back to them. I want to be able to come back to them. I don't have nothing bookmarked on this computer.
Okay.
But these are things because I told you I gotta release something, put my little spin on it, act like I know something. Lead people and guide people. I want to do a workbook. Want to have something interactive, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use a little bit of ChatGPT, but I want my own spin it's just gonna help me with the knowledge, with maybe ideas of what I could write to add value to what I'm already doing. I need this article. Yeah, when I can't sleep at night, I gotta put in some work. All right, boom. Where you at, Brandon?
I'm right here. Do me a favor, type in AFRM. Stop.
AFRM stop.
Oh, yeah, stop. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead, hit max for me.
Max.
Yeah.
Max. Where is he? Oh, Max.
Yeah. All right. And then go ahead and go to year to date. Okay, go to 6 months.
Mhm.
Okay. Tell you now.
Is that a firm?
Yep. I'm saying right now, nobody. This ain't investment advice. We just got talking about a firm. Where they at? They everywhere.
Look at it.
And Amazon at $15 now. Let's see what they're gonna do next year. This is not a trade. This is not investment advice. You know what I'm saying? Mo, stop giving out nuggets. You ain't had to go
I'm
so far.
sorry. I get it.
I see
$15,
it.
huh?
I see. Yeah.
It's 15, 49.
Well,
Let's see what
y'all
it
put
do.
it in the back chat so I can read up.
You looking at it.
I'm gonna take a firm or throw it in the trash.
That might be a lunch pad. Is that a lunch pad I'm seeing?
It definitely look like a lunch pad.
You know, when the chair keeps saying the American consumer is so strong and people ain't going to malls.
Right. They're gonna need credit to buy these groceries now. The sales tax for what?
What
I think
happened? So tell me what happened in 2001.
That was the dot-com bubble.
2001?
Yeah.
People think buy now, pay later stocks are new. No, it was a part of the 1999 or 1929 crash. They had buy now, pay later then too. So all I'm saying is $15, not too bad.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I really do.
So that's your McDonald's every week. Pepsi, Coke.
Yeah, every week. That's one day. These
right.
days.
Like, what the hell you going?
Used to be three
$15.
meals. Used to be 3 meals. Now it's one. Everybody got to share the burger.
Right.
What's that date at the peak, Ms. Mo? What
That's
month?
November 5th, 2021.
21.
So,
November 5th, 2021.
yeah, let me look to see what happened during that time.
I thought you said 2001.
Yeah, 2021.
Oh, you know what happened? November 2021.
When we started getting vaccines, people was able to start coming back. People started coming back outside, then.
Yep. I want to more to figure that out.
Why did it drop when they announced the deal with Amazon?
Raytheon dropped too. Just because you with Amazon don't mean nothing.
No, I see contract together.
Raytheon probably dropped fundamentals. With Xfield, we came out of Afghanistan. You know, Raytheon is a defense contractor.
Come on, Mo.
I know November 2021, Bitcoin peaked and it started. We had a pullback, but I know people started coming back outside too.
Mm-hmm. Then they started extending buy now, pay later to more products and services. like groceries.
More competition. Good point, Chris.
Yep.
You right on point, brother. Yep.
Mm. He lost
Plus other
22%.
competitors. Yeah, plus other competitors like Afterpay,
Shopify.
Shopify, Amazon was kicking their butt.
Boom, Shopify. I forgot all about them. Now, y'all think this space used to be owned by PayPal?
PayPal, yeah, I think so, yeah. Okay, let's see.
Mm. Hey, Brandon,
Yes.
do you link your Shopify with Amazon?
No,
You know
but I
how?
heard that. I heard that's another way you can use far as like drop shipping.
Yeah, I want to do that
Yeah.
soon.
I actually I want to talk to you about that video. I know you made a video and I asked you before. I got to check the chat
What
or
was
like
it?
the back chat. I asked you for that video, that drop shipping thing. I still need to get
Oh
that. With you and
man, you
Shanisa,
talking about when Ink Bully was on?
Ink Bully, and then
I ain't seen him since.
was that drop? Yeah, that was him. And then you and Shanisa did something.
On drop shipping? Oh, with the government?
Yeah, with the government. Yeah.
The person, oh, how to find the stuff to drop ship?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you got
As far as like the
some,
government side.
yeah, we can do that. Okay, what else we want to talk about with this?
On
Open
with that
up.
vendor list, Mo. My bad,
What?
Brandon.
Oh no, go
So
ahead.
Mo, come on with that vendor list
What vendor list?
for the drop shipping. I know you got a vendor list somewhere.
That's
She do.
Cheryl,
She
man.
I
You
mean,
know
that's gonna
that's
be part of the book.
That's Cheryl's land. That's the number one deal. That vendor list, that's Cheryl's land.
I
That's
like this
Cheryl's
chart,
land.
man.
I have to see if we get back in it. You like this chart?
Yeah, I mean, we need. I think it's contrarian thinker, but he be dropping a lot of stuff about Wyckoff distribution. So you're looking at this thing. It's off the 52-week high of $40, and it's been down there accumulating for almost a little bit over a year. At the bottom,
Oh, right
it's
here, huh?
accumulating right now. Yeah, you got
Getting
the
some
max.
money.
Well, I'm gonna have to look at this chart throughout the weekend. I'm gonna get me some of this though. $15. I can wait on it. I could just it's ready to go.
But the price, man, don't do that, man. You give them tips and tricks. This is not financial advice from brother.
Well, I'm gonna wait on when you do the dissertation on the micro trends. I really
Speaking
have
on
an
it,
understanding on how they make their money.
I just went on microtrends just right now. It just pulled up. I'm looking at the financials right now. I'm looking at the profit revenue. I'm looking for the asset liabilities. Looking at the assets and liabilities right now.
I'm just saying from a technical analysis, when you look at that from a Wyckoff perspective, that's an accumulation scheme. I mean, the bubble has popped and it's been down at the bottom for a prolonged period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, it's still time on that. I'm just saying.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, from the financial aspects of it, it still needs more time. I mean, but they're making gains, but they still need to recover a little bit. Because 21 they got hit, and then 2020 they got hit too.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing what next year.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Q1, Q2 of next year. That's the type of player it's shaping out to be. You know.
Yeah.
I want y'all to think about something else too while y'all looking at the positives, right? So people who are using their services are using it for a reason. So if they default on those buy now pay later, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think they're gonna do to their stock?
Well, evidently it's gonna crash it. I mean, if people can't pay back on default loans or like borrowing money, yeah, it's gonna hurt their stocks. But that's where the
Well,
company
this would be
itself
my
has.
only pushback to that. Well, go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry. I didn't know you.
No, no, no. I was gonna say the only thing they're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to come up with a systematic way to get these payments. And the only way I can think of is like monthly payments. You just treat it like a
But
car note almost.
but that's my thing. I anything I ever seen when somebody purchase something online, it's really in a matter of weeks. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's not like a 48-month loan. I haven't
Mm,
seen anything like that for them. It's been like something within 6 weeks. Pay it off in 4 weeks.
right. So what they're banking on, trying to get these loans back within what, 4 weeks or 6 weeks?
Right. Exactly. It's a whole. Yeah, I mean, it's a micro loan, micro loan, so to say.
Yeah, but think about this: if if people are getting laid off and you got loans like a firm, how you gonna pay those loans when you got a cap on your unemployment and you ain't got no steady income because unemployment only lasts so long and then your unemployment rate drops after a certain period. So do you think they still try to buy now, pay later for all those goods and services? And do you think the affordability of that, whether it's household accessories or something carnal like clothes or something like that? If they doing it for groceries,
Now, I think you got
that
you
just
you
lets
bring up.
me know. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Finish your thought, bro. I'm sorry.
I would just say if they using it for groceries, then that tells me one or two things. They really struggling for money. Groceries are too high, and they trying to save or penny pinch as much as they can to the next rainy day. Now,
Chris, hold on, Chris. You talk
or
about the consumer?
yes, the
Okay.
consumer. Uh, but you know if the Fed is on keep hiking interest rates, then we got to look at a firm's debt, see how much debt they have, and we got to look at layoffs.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that this price isn't attractive because it is, because we know what price it used to be. So anything under what it used to be is great, and technically looks great too. And it could be good for maybe 6 months or a year play. I'm not saying that, but somebody looking at it long term, possibly look at that as an idea.
So about that
Push back
scenario
on
for
it a little
idea.
bit.
No, I mean it's a valid thought. I'm just looking at that the loan amount is so little and the terms are
Hmm.
so short that I just don't see it being a problem. I mean, and I hate to categorize us, but we have a tendency, I give you $20 because that's the terms be something like 20, 40, $50 as opposed
Yeah.
to like a $500 car note. Hey man, I ain't got but 450, so I'm just not gonna pay nothing. And then you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Hmm.
I don't know. And then the stuff where I'm seeing this at and the stuff that we're spending on that we have and I don't want to categorize. I'm gonna say price will have a tendency to just, go ahead and give them their $20, $30 for the next 4 weeks.
Well, yeah,
It's a micro
but
loan. That's all I'm saying. It's not an
yeah,
extended time.
it's definitely yeah, yeah, it's definitely a micro loan. But I know there's a list, or I guess there's statistics on what they using these loans or these buy now pay later services for,
mm,
and a lot of it is uh, household goods and electronics, and then groceries is creeping up there too.
Yeah, I
And
mean, you brought up a valid point with their groceries.
yeah,
and that could be their marketing strategy almost. I mean, if they market it to only the groceries, they could probably
yeah,
see significant gain only for like the consumer aspect and that retail sector or that section, just groceries only.
Hey,
Or
but eggs,
if they could partner with Amazon or something like that, who can back their loans until they
Mm,
see a potential gain off of it.
that makes sense.
And
eggs are no longer $7 a dozen, are they? They coming down. They almost back to normal.
to
Yeah, they done came down. Yep, they have. That's true. Chicken and meat. Other meats though, shit still,
Oh, and
shit
that
fire.
crab leg, shrimp and
Yeah.
steak. I mean,
Mhm.
that's still $80.
hey, that's
$80 for one crab leg.
It's high, man. It's high. They even did like a statistic on, 4th of July spending, like what the prices are on certain, 4th of July foods that people normally shop for. And a lot of that stuff is down. I think I posted about it maybe like a few days ago. But, there is some room, I think, in groceries that where, some stuff has come back to earth, and then some stuff is still elevated or increasing in price. Like Price said, eggs was one that would, drop back down to earth a bit.
Miss Mo. I see
And
you working them fields.
I'm trying to learn.
Hey, once you do that local high, you see right now where it got
This one,
rejected.
right?
Yeah,
This
by
one?
that goal line. Nope, come back to the left.
This one?
No, the high.
No, this
Back to
one?
the right there. From do a field from there to now, because right now that's it looked like it's about to. It came back and retest. Now go on down.
Oh, here?
Yeah,
Wait,
all the way down there. Yeah, drag it down to that bottom,
wait a minute.
from the local high to that bottom, because you right in the sweet spot. It pulled back to look like a 5.
yeah, I'm going, man.
Right here?
Yep. Now come all the way over to the right so we can catch where it's at now. Boom. So it went all the way up to
So,
a 786 and it fell out.
yeah, it
It
tested
may be
that
about,
resistance. And then it
it
rejected
lost
the
that, but it picked up that. What is that? What's that goal line? Is that a 50
200.
day average? It's a 200.
200. Uh-huh.
So it came back to the 200 and it looked like it's responding.
Yeah.
So if
Hey, that's a pretty good number though.
yeah.
even the so the um so then you'd be looking to get in the trade. So this is equilibrium right here, the 5, right? The 0.5.
It came all the way back to the 5. Oh man.
Well, yeah, almost. Not quite, but close. Very close. Oh no,
No,
it
I'm just
did.
looking.
No, it actually
I'm looking.
did.
Yeah, I'm looking on my phone and it's kind of hard to see, but I mean that looked like a nice pullback. That worst case
Mhm.
scenario, to Chris's point, I get a double bottom at $8, but you know, but that thing is appreciate you, Brandon.
Even just this couple, even
No
if it
problem.
was just let me see where is it with the Boja bands.
And we coming in at the end of the month.
Oh yeah, it could even that much is six at $15.48.
Let's see if it bounces off of that though. I mean, what time frame is this?
This is year to date.
Year to date?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to be responding to that 200.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Right there where that doji was, it jumped right off of that
Yep.
thing.
Right off of it. Nice reverse.
Let's see if we continue to do that to the upside though. I mean, obviously the next level would be probably at that top of that red candle, reaching all the way back. Yep, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
That
what
would be
price is that? 18?
that's yeah.
See, that's the
No,
8.
that's
That's
nice.
the. It got
But
rejected by the 786. The next trip up there, it should if it goes that way, it should break out or it should fail and go all the way back to $8. But it should take out, what's that local high? What's the one? The top line.
The one
Yeah, that one.
2271.
That should be the
2270.
target. That should be the target.
So you saying it has potential. So this, when reading the Fed, this would be, you would enter it, you could possibly enter at this 1859 at that 0.705 mark.
Yeah, I would enter, like, if I was to wake up tomorrow morning and it's still hanging out there, I would get in right now with the expectation for it to break through, to push back into that retracement range. And
Which is
then go
here?
head on. Yeah, all those lines, that should be, is at the 5 now. I would expect it to take out the 5. Then that second line is a 618. Then the next line should be a 702. And the line that got rejected, that should be a 786. And I would expect it to take that out and go head on and take out that local high around that 22. I mean, but you had to, drill in
At some
from
point,
a daily
yeah.
4 hour
Yeah.
and just see what it's doing. But that's
So
what
see if
your
it's gonna
Bollinger say.
Yeah. Oh, it's right up underneath. It's right up underneath the 20 moving average right here. It's
So
above the lower band and
It's
beneath the
responding to the
20.
Bollinger.
Yeah, it's trending in the Bollinger. Yeah, it's actually trending right in it. If it goes to the upper, but the upper band is rejecting, and if it hits the bottom band, it's going in the uptrend. So it's in the middle, right? It's right underneath the 200. So
Yeah. So the only thing what had me concerned is I'm looking at your RSI right now. I can't really see what it's doing, but it still seems to be trending down.
the RSI, then bring it up.
Yeah, I was just
Oh
about
no,
to say
it's
that.
coming up. Yep. Boom. Right there. That it may, so yeah, it could hit that moving average and
possibly.
reject. Yep.
Yeah, last time it kind of made that move here. And
It looks like,
well,
we know it's playing between two ranges almost. I mean, it's playing between what, $20, $22, and what is
yeah.
it, $10. So if
Yep.
anything, it looks like it's about to form a head and shoulders. If anything, if it rejects off the
Oh,
20, you know
yeah.
where it's going. It's going to
And
run
then
back
come
down
back
to
down.
18. Yep.
Yep.
So, but the thing is, we got earnings up in September, but I mean, that's ways away. So
And it's last earnings definitely
Yeah.
it beat last earnings, and it went to the upside.
With the Nike,
Huh?
tomorrow.
Who got Nike? Oh yeah, Nike.
Who got Ernest? Okay.
Look at Nike.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. But clearly, that's a firm is it's still accumulating. I mean, we're looking at something zoomed in, but it's definitely accumulating.
yeah, just staying consistent in that range. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Till almost like November.
Hey,
all the way back.
that's my
Yeah.
butt.
You say we got Nike tomorrow.
That was a nice little one right there. 90%.
Hey Chris, you wind up getting calls on Nike.
You see that? What, Nike?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can be getting beat down some, so I still think.
I mean, they
Yeah, I
got
still
beat down
think
a
I'm
little bit.
about calls, even though I don't think their inventory issues is all the way fixed. But they can say that they've been getting better.
It's on that 200.
But it's under it though, isn't it?
Well, it closed above it.
Oh, that's a good sign. This year to date too.
It closed 113.03. Yeah, above it. It closed above it. Yeah, this year to date.
RSI look like it's on go. Is it?
Yeah.
Yep. It's right on top of the
Yeah.
average. Yep.
Yeah, earnings is tomorrow. She was gonna do in that pre-market. It came back a little bit because when I looked at it, it was like, "Boy, so you could have made some money if you did a call already." Looks like it made a move before earnings. Chris, we talked about it. It was like 104. That was Sunday.
Man.
Hmm?
So it broke the 200, then lost the
Yeah.
200, came
Yeah.
back and took it, and now it's rested on top of the 200 and still got
Yeah.
room to the upside. And they got earnings tomorrow.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow evening.
They didn't make a big of a deal the last earnings. It beat it, but surprisingly, it said.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, well, you could see a pop to that gap. Y'all see that gap right up, back to
Right
the left?
here?
Yeah, right there. That could be.
Yeah, it could do a little something.
I mean, well, up to that point, I mean, that's only about what, maybe 1%.
And put the fib on it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just. You could run up there and get rejected. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Possible too.
You could get rejected. Oh, this is it.
And inventory is gonna be a main play.
Wow.
It can't
So
be
that's right in retracement zone.
So it could pull back.
see.
Yeah, I think this is one that you have to watch in pre-market.
Yeah.
See what it does.
Yeah.
Like it's touching that
I just try
Bollinger
not to.
top.
Ooh, it's right by that upper Bollinger Band.
See, that's what I'm saying. So you can go up there and get pump fake. I mean,
But
we just
shoot,
getting into that's that retracement
that was
area
a
is where
couple good bucks.
yeah, I mean
know
it is what it is.
I take that $1 and drop it back down. Come out
Hey,
15 minutes in the market.
Hey, I say that for the traders.
Well, let's zoom in on the screen a little bit. So
Let's see.
you got
What
you
the-
got the okay, flip the Fibonacci.
Flip
so
it.
Yeah.
So the open interest on it is like 35 to the call side, but the value is favoring put
That's
side.
a couple. It looks like a couple handle right there too. Low key.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh shoot, mess it up. I'm going from the lower to the higher, to the top, right? Here.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Ooh, where's Marquise? I'm getting good at this. Where you at, Marquise? I know you out there.
Yep. Looks like we in range. Probably could have bought today. And possibly. No, earnings is the outlier. Technically it looks good, but earnings is the outlier. What talking purely, a intraday. Maybe swing.
Ugh. Ugh. Come on, Nike. Ugh. It could cut. I see what you said. Why you said it could cut, but
Yeah.
oof.
I'm saying the cup and handle playing out right now. If that's the play.
Oh, you talking about to here? You said the cup to here, and then maybe like this.
Yeah, that little bitty cup right there, then with the handle, and it's already on go. What's your measure move right there, Ms. Mo? From the neck to the bottom of that cup.
That would be. Hold on. Yeah, that would. You would be right. Let me draw a line. Come out from this top. It's like here, and then I gotta turn it right. So
Yeah, take it to that breakout. Drag your line over to where it's at right now.
Uh-huh.
The red line. Just
Hold on. here. From here. Bring it
Yeah,
up.
just from the to the neck. Yeah, this you could do it from the bottom of the cup. Yep, up to
Uh-huh.
that goal line. Your 200.
Uh-huh.
Now just stop your line.
Mm-hmm.
Get your pencil off so you can take that line that you just drew. And move it
Oh,
over to
that's I couldn't figure it out for nothing. I think how I move that line.
yeah,
Huh?
just click and drag it.
Oh, this thing is in the fib is in the way. Oh,
Hey Mo, go do the horizontal thing.
do the horizontal?
Yeah, and just put it on top of the cup.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, hold on. See if you can move the thing. See if you can move the line now.
I tried. It won't even give me a
Okay, I
Oh,
think
you
it's
know what?
painted.
Because I drew it.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got it.
yeah, just do the line
Yeah,
through.
I
I'm
drew
sorry.
it. It wasn't a line, an actual line.
Yeah.
Trend line. There we go. Oh, stop. Bring it back up. It's a crooked. Okay, now take it and
So
then
I
turn it.
got 120.
No, don't turn it.
Oh, don't turn it. All right.
Draw it straight down. Yep.
Just grab it.
Okay.
Grab it and
move it up.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and
like
just
this.
drag it over to and drag it over
Like
to your
that.
calendar where it's at now.
Right here.
Yep, that's the move.
Man, I haven't did that in so long. Boy, I need training. Need class.
Oh man, but it will. If that's the play, it's going to break that gap.
Oh, you mean fill the gap?
And then put the field back up.
Yeah.
Mike work something.
We talking here to the bottom, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Might percolate a little bit.
Yeah. So you,
Reject right there to 786. So maybe pull back somewhere inside that retracement zone and then go. I don't know.
is the retracement zone the points between the 0.6 and the 0.7? Or the 0.5 and the 0.5?
Yeah. Well, I think yours is set up where the bottom of your zone starts at 5 and the top ends somewhere like around 790 or 786.
786. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. So that's like 0.5, 618, 702, 786, or 705. But that's what it looks like.
Right.
But it don't look like it'll break. It don't look like that move would take out the local high. Unless they just get some crazy news.
I'm gonna save the chart just so we can come back and test the theory.
Let's say
Yeah,
shot
I think it
Wall
will
Street
hit the
tomorrow after hours.
Huh?
What
you say?
you said something Wall Street after hours.
Yeah, unless they shock Wall Street after hours with they earnings, it could potentially go to 130, maybe. But if not, it probably stay in that 120 range, 115 and 120.
Look at this thing a year out.
What the call is looking like.
Hold on, this is a year out. Hold on. For the 30th for Friday.
Dang.
Oh, hey, it's neck and neck.
Yeah. Okay, Nike.
They undecided. They
waiting to see about the
open interest is on today's open interest is on the put. Oh, the total put today. So it look like on the puts.
Puts one.
Yeah, on the total volume, but open interest. The put, yeah.
What that candle? What was that candle again? What that candle saying?
Which one?
For today.
Oh, today? Hold on.
Yeah, what is that?
Let me make it larger.
It is indecisive.
Yeah. Last time the indecisive, it dipped and then came back.
Hmm.
So, I mean, this one and that one, only difference is it must have was this one day, that's the 22nd, that's the 23rd. So the next day it pulled back and then it sold away.
Oh man.
23rd. Oh, this must be the Friday and then the Monday.
Yeah, the 23rd was Friday, Monday, Tuesday.
This was the 6th, Friday, Tuesday. Oh, must coming out of hot. Where's the other damn candle? 20. Yep. Yeah.
I'm scared, y'all. So I'm gonna be quiet.
Uh-huh.
I mean, don't be scared. Come up with a thesis. Sure, you got one for a long. I find one for a short.
Well, I gave you my thesis.
It could. I mean, even though this is like a little small cup, it still could be around up.
Right. It's still giving up that cup and handle.
Yeah, it still seems like
Pattern.
it's trying to,
That's my initial thought. Yeah, I think the cup and handle is playing out now.
but may not be tomorrow. This may not
No,
be
it's
played out for tomorrow.
I think it's already started. If it holds this 200, and then you just did the measure move, it'll take you up to that 786
right.
range, up
Yeah.
to that gap.
Pull up
It would
the daily and then do the 4 hour.
Boom, good. Yeah, that's right, bro, Chris. You got to drill in. Let's drill in. Let's drill in to see what's going on.
Let's shake.
It's worth a look.
Mhm.
Look at that.
This is the 4 hour.
That's the 4 hours, so it's under 200.
Yep.
Oh, you say 200 act like a magnet.
Yeah. I mean, here's one for indecision. I just think since it's earnings, it's gonna make or break the stock.
Is it
No, you gotta-
before market open or market close? The actual earnings.
After market close.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah, them
it's
be the
got,
ones right there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got-
That's what I said. Maybe not for tomorrow, but it may be a few down the line.
No, but look
I'll
at that.
tell you
Look at that
what.
structure.
The first couple hours of the market is gonna add to the make or break.
So y'all don't see a trend line.
Go
What you
ahead,
just
Chris.
switched to, Ms. Mo. No,
I'll
I just
go
said
back.
4 hour.
4 hours.
Is that the daily?
Well, it's a 4 hour.
So
Let me
go back to
open
the
it
right.
Zoom back in.
So y'all see that trend?
Oh, right here. You talking about?
I'm talking about from the bottom. Nope.
Oh, here.
From right there. Yep.
Wait.
See if you can put a trend line on that.
Thing is
How's it high low?
trend line. We going.
Yep. You was right there.
Right here. Up to the right.
And- yep, up to the right.
You saying? I'm sorry. Like that.
Now come to the right. Come down rather. Boom. Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Okay, so
What
you do have room. You got room to the downside. What's your RSI saying right there?
Hold on, y'all. My RSI. Oh, it's over. is on 60.
Yeah, you might be. Yep, because that's actually a lower high. The last high is a lower high. Never mind. That's on the 4 hour. So you could come back and do it. Well, I mean, what you say? It did a doji, dropped, and then shut and took off. So it could come back down to your line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Close in that range, though. So it'll come back and hit that line.
Yeah. So yeah, this may not go to next week. Yep.
That's what I was thinking, that it may take a little time for it to come around that, you know.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
You know, so, but who knows? Who knows?
We'll find
The
out tomorrow.
world. I see you
Find out
later.
tomorrow.
I got what I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna see what's I'm gonna see if they have any flow in Black Box. Hold on. I had a good class today in Black Box, and I had intended to bring y'all in on it, but I end up in traffic, and then end up locking myself out the house. So I listened to it all by myself.
You locked your stuff at your house?
Yeah, because my truck is in the shop, and I'm in a loaner vehicle from the dealer, and I just forgot because I was so interested in them checking out my truck, well, my vehicle, that locked my own self out. I forgot all my keys at the dealer. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what's on here. We'll see if anybody did anything with Apple. Ooh, Amazon got some moves going on. 1.8 million calls on strike price 140. Y'all look into that. 0.4 million on AXP. Anybody doing anything with Bank of America? BA? Is BA Bank of America?
I think it's with BAC. I think that is.
No, they BOA, ain't they? I think.
Oh, who is BA?
Oh no, yeah. Boeing? Or no?
Oh, yeah, Boeing.
Is that Boeing?
Yeah. Boeing got a lot of calls.
I'm doing nothing with neither of those.
Boeing got a lot of calls going on here.
Yeah. What didn't they get cleared to go and sell those jets that were crashing? They finally fixed them or whatever, and somebody getting ready to take delivery.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff for strike. I mean, for expiration date 9/15/2023. Lot of big buys. Let me see, who's this right here. See, no. Okay. Who is this? SBUX. Who is that, y'all? SBUX. Got a lot of calls for October.
Starbucks. Yeah.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Who is this? These are all gone already. Oh no. Oh. ZS. Who that?
Zscaler.
ZS. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Got a lot of calls
Z-
for July 21st, 2023. Who is right here? I think that's all we'll do.
Where my man Sonny at? I'm surprised he ain't popped up in here yet.
There it is. Oh, somebody got a lead for 2025 December for Amazon.
How many shares?
2020, 2.2 million for
They
20
definitely know something we don't know.
December 19, I know, December 19, 2025 with 110 strike price. Maybe that was the cheapest.
I ain't cheap no
She
more.
make good plays, Maria. She make very good plays. She be killing it. I'm still looking to see something on
Wait a minute, you say she had a call? I mean, some puts on Amazon for December 2025?
no a call.
Oh,
hmm December 2025. I think
at 110?
Google at 110. It may be the cheapest I said. But she bought, let me see how many she did. She did
Damn, that's nah. She
2.2
got money.
million. Yes.
She got some money.
I
That
just
black
said
box. That's what.
2.2 million.
That's four. Was that $4,000? 400?
Mm-hmm.
$400?
Then you got with AAL. No. Never mind. Scratch that. Beat Google. Expiration 9/15/2023. Calls 107.5.
I don't know. Google's struggling right now. I don't, I
This is
don't know about
out
that.
to September. Maybe when is their earnings for them? I don't see, man. Nobody playing. Okay, let me see if anybody got any Nike. Oh, who somebody came out there Amazon. They sold it already. Let me see who came out. Anybody playing Nike? Anybody playing Nike? Oh, she came out there. Let's see. Oh, let's say Nike, not Apple. Okay. Somebody got called. Called 192.5. They got it for 17 cents for 630 on Apple. You're like, really risky. No, I don't see nobody. I'm gonna have to listen in the morning for Nike. Okay. Let's pink. Let's see. I seen snow a lot today. Anybody play that? SNOW?
Is that Snowflake?
Is that one?
You know, Snowflake got a big deal. Well, I don't want to say big deal, but they got something going on with this whole AI thing. And you know, they
Oh,
into that cloud-based customer cloud-based CRM.
they got some kind of conference going on?
No, not conference.
Oh.
They getting ready to just like Nvidia got it's gonna be the face of hardware for AI. They're gonna be like this is gonna be AI meets data for custom.
Oh.
Yes, Snowflake is a cloud-based
Damn,
CRM company.
we missed these earnings. Look at this. It dropped the earnings, but boy, it came back and went for vengeance.
Yeah, that was this week.
We
It
missed
went
that.
right down to the 200. Yep.
Ooh. I kept seeing it come across. I was like, wow, they playing the world out of snow, but I was busy with an audit, so I couldn't definitely say nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what that drop was about, but I could tell you the recovery got to be about that something, whatever they got going on with Chat GPT or open source
Yeah,
AI.
that's like what they say, institutional drop right here. They
Yeah,
took out all them stop losses. That's what
somebody
they say,
took
right?
profits. Yeah,
Took profits, boy. The institution just did them dirty.
It's like psych.
Oh my
went
God.
and went and bought some Tesla or some
And went,
Nvidia.
yep, and it came back and boo boo boo.
Yeah.
Let me see. Is this year
Yeah,
to
but I
date?
definitely remember hearing that. Oh man, look at that gap. God dog.
Yeah. Yeah. But it filled that already.
Yeah, it recovered real nice.
It
Real
filled
nice.
that one. It
You
filled
see that
that
range
one.
is just playing though.
Oh, yeah. What Price just said, man. Price has said some real stuff, man, about Snow with the AI and it being
Data.
cloud based CRM and all of that. Yeah, yeah, he's right about that.
What else? They got a yeah.
I remember
They
them getting
achieved the
beat up last year.
Ooh, so
Ooh, they
that
got beat
means
up.
it's accumulating right there. Is that what we saying? Okay, let me move the thing over some. I'm learning. I'm learning. Y'all taught me something today.
Yeah, that was accumulation. You see how I had that huge
Let me
fall?
bring this RSI down some so I can see this chart. Yeah, over here.
Well, back to the left, you see that huge decline. It fell all
Yeah.
the way down to the bottom. So it has
Yeah.
been accumulating and accumulating. And if you come back to the left, we need to
Mhm.
get contrarian thinking in here because he dropped some books. I can't remember if it was My Econ or Africans
Mm-mm.
chart, but he got some books on Wyckoff distribution and accumulation.
Oh yeah, he did drop something the other day, didn't
Yeah, well, I think he was talking about airlines, and the airlines did pop. But if you come back to the right now, if you slide to the right, you see how we had that fall and it's been accumulating and
he?
accumulating.
Yeah.
It's still accumulating now, but it just recovered to 200. So
Yeah, it did.
what you might see a spike, what will be known as
So
like a sign of strength, and then it may come back down, do a final lower low or a double bottom, and then go.
like it did right here.
Mm-hmm.
So you think it could possibly come back to the out one right there, double bottom.
Well,
So
maybe at least confirm that 200. What I
yeah,
don't know. What time period is that? What time frame we on right now?
daily. This is daily.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah. So
put it on
yeah,
the
I may
4
be
hour.
speaking
Oh, they had earnings. Wednesday?
like next Wednesday.
No, they had it already. The
Oh, they
next
already had it.
the next earnings is August the 24th.
Look at that. So we may be seeing some type of show of strength or automatic rally that it may spike a little bit, then come back down to that 200.
Why am I unable to see the news on this thing like I did before? Usually when I hit this,
They keep changing it.
yeah, I used to be
Everybody,
able to see some news.
and news may have its own tab now too. That's Trading View, right?
Yeah, that's trading view. I thought it did.
No, they
They
getting
it's
slick
like
with it.
yeah,
They're
this
trying to
stuff.
get you to buy a
Nah,
subscription and buy
I have.
it's right there on top.
Where, Brandon?
Click on the first one
That's what I'm at.
and then scroll down next one down, down. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
Oh,
going.
this. Hold on, I gotta go here. Oh,
No,
right
no,
here?
no.
No,
Next one.
not right here. Right here.
Yep, yep. Scroll down on that, and the news should be. It's in that right there. It should be.
With some more, you saying?
No, let's see. I'm looking at it right
And
now.
you looking at the news? I must have
Yeah.
did something with my view or something.
Yeah, I got head. Okay, scroll up. It should say like headlines. Yeah, right there. Where it says 4 hours ago, this stock stable right there.
Where?
Where it says
Oh, right here.
yep, click that.
Oh, them heifers. Okay, let's see. There go Snowflake rallies as the blizzard of AI product announcement makes Wall Street happy. Here we go. That was today. Shares of Snowflake storm higher Thursday after analysts said partnerships and a blizzard of product announcements unveiled at this week's Summit 2023 event position it as a foundational AI player. Snowflake shares rallied as much as 8% to an intraday high of 191.94, following a series of target price hikes Thursday following the company's meeting with Wall Street analysts. TD Cowen analyst Derek Wood, who has an outperform rating at 205, price target up from 185, said the company analyst. They show Snowflake has a vision to be a complete AI stack. Okay. So he looking okay. Let me keep going. Snowflake stock rallies as CEO details AI offerings, focuses on data potential. Overall, we felt like Snow is laying the foundation to be in a lead position in the emerging Gen AI wave, Wood said in a note. Blocks of the foundation include partnerships with NVIDIA and Microsoft, along with a blizzard of products announcements, as City Research analyst Tyler Redke Pickett, that would allow users to build their own AIs using data that never leaves Snowflake. Snowflake adds partnerships with NVIDIA and Microsoft for AI double play.
Wow, they
Ricky,
said that twice. I'm sorry, Ms. Mo. They
yes,
mentioned that twice.
yeah,
NVIDIA and Microsoft
yeah,
twice in the same article. Okay.
yes, twice in the same, twice in two sentences.
Wow.
Ricky says Snowflake appears to have upside opportunities to its $10 billion revenue target by fiscal 2029. Ricky said the City analyst had a buy rating at a target price of 189. Analysts from firms such as Piper Sandler, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Beard, Mizuku, whatever it is, all raised their target prices on the stock, resulting in an average target price of 189.24, comparing with its previous 180.22, according to FactSet data. Of the 44 analysts who cover Snowflake, 28 had buy grade.
All right, bro. Yep. See you tomorrow then.
14 had, what are you talking about? 14 had holds and 2 had sales, according to FactSet. There it is. So let's test them. So 180,
Who
189,
wrote that article?
and 204. This is this one. This is Dow Jones Company.
Okay.
Wait, no. Wallace with Kiski. The content was created by MarketWatch, the operating Dow Jones and MarketWatch, published independently from Dow Jones. So
I'm just saying, is this an article to inform or is this a commercial?
I don't know. Let's test it. Let's look at the charts. 205,
Okay.
189. 205, 189. So let's open it up a little bit. So hold on, let me put the what you call it, horizontal. Uh-oh. $205. And then let me get another one. I think it was 189. 189.22 or 189. I forgot. 189. Let's break it out a little bit. Oh. Now, should we put the fib? If we did do the fib, since this rounded out, this could be a round out right here.
Yeah,
like,
that's nice rounded. Yeah. Yeah, go on, put your fibs and see what that high, what it's doing for the local high.
Ahead and no. It would be. Oh, you said put the fib? Okay.
Do it from your highs that 205
This
down
okay.
to the bottom. Yep.
And it would be this one?
Yep.
That one?
Uh-huh. Ooh.
You heard that? Let's see. So, well, it's already been in the retracement. Is that what we saying? It
Yeah,
tested,
exactly.
it
Yeah.
actually reached it. Well, it closed above it, above the the 189.
Yeah, that's the 786.
Yeah, that's 786. So what that mean? If it
Well, I mean, you
is the
see
outside,
how it creeped up. It got rejected by the 786, but it stayed in that area and it went back to a 618. And now it's already back up at the 786. Ideally, it should break out. It should break out from here. Yep.
what y'all think? Oh yeah, Brandon. So what this is two ranges. This is the one set of analysts, and it's another
Yeah,
set of analysts. That's their target price.
They very conservative with that. So yeah, that 205. If it go 205, it's gonna go higher, which is just taking out the local high.
Which is
And if you
filling
look
this
back,
gap right here. You think it got
Yeah.
possibly fill this gap over here?
well, that's what I was gonna say. Can you grab the left end of that field and take it to that next high where you was just right there. Okay, so now, because I already think it's gonna do that where we was just at.
So
So now this is a different story.
so then should I bring it to this low right here?
Yeah.
On the left. So then like that.
Uh-huh. So you see it rejected at they 189, and they say anywhere from 189 to 205, which they're saying now the 205 is the 786 to that high where we at now. So
Right here. Okay.
yeah. I think it's gonna get that 205 without a problem, but it may get to 205 and reject and come back down to the 702 and then go again. But I'm gonna be quiet, let somebody else put their thoughts on.
It's really like an upside down head and shoulder. You think?
Inverse head and shoulder is bullish.
Inverse.
But where's the head and where's the shoulders?
Oh, let me draw it. What I think. Oh shoot. I'm thinking this thing. Oh, hold on. Let me try it. I'm thinking like here. This is my head. These are my shoulders.
Okay, but your left shoulder is your left shoulder is deeper than your head though.
Oh, okay. So my left shoulder. So they need to be like even. That what you're saying?
Well, the head should be high. It's just like unless
The leg
guy
head
just got-
lower.
yeah,
Okay.
the head got to have a neck. I mean, the shoulder.
Okay. So maybe but maybe no then.
What time period you on?
This is daily. We put it on the 4 hour.
Yeah, you can try to find some in the 4 hour, but yeah, I wouldn't call that a head and shoulder.
Okay. What do you think, Brandon? This is what do you call it?
To me, it looks like a big giant, cup and handle pattern form if it reaches.
Like this, ain't it?
Now you say that. See, that
This one?
spells continuation.
This one?
Mhm.
Right here?
Well, it's like 3 cups.
Yeah.
All the way to the left and then to the left.
There,
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
and like there,
Yep.
and then the handle here, like there, like that.
I like how you're drawing
so
this
that-
pattern, and that's a pattern right there.
So then at that point you would like count the candles or something?
What do you mean?
Like sometimes you count the days to see how many times it.
Oh,
did
try
it.
to. It is
Yeah.
compressing. You can kind of see it's compressing, but you see how you got a low, then you got a higher low, then you got a higher low, and
Yeah.
so right here you had a double top. It went a little deeper, and then it came back, made a high, then a higher low, and now you got higher highs coming in there. So I mean, it does say bullish continuation at a minimum. That's on the daily.
Yeah.
You could drill in to maybe see what the 4 hours say.
Okay. Ooh. Hold on, let me break this down. This is the 4 hour.
Yeah, like some all the way to the right looks like some type of double bottom. I don't see a head and shoulders there.
Right here.
Yeah, that like a double bottom. The two bottoms, the last two bottoms.
These two. Let me take the fib off.
Wow, yeah.
Am I hearing here? Well,
I mean,
okay.
y'all picking a lot of potential tonight.
That's something. Your
I got
brain
you.
start get back at work when you rested. All right. Ooh, 9:40.
You trying to get off, Mo?
No, I need to take a talking break.
Oh, yeah. No, that East Coast time ain't no joke, man. I am so glad to be back in Central Time Zone. So
What's your
Shawty
break
said-
up, Brandon?
Now, I had
Yeah.
like 7 stocks I want to share.
Okay.
uh-oh.
Can I take a bathroom break?
No. Yeah, no, go ahead.
All right, I'll be right back. Y'all could go. Who could share? Somebody could share their screen. Y'all want to share your screen?
I'm on the phone. I'm not good
Oh,
at
yeah.
that.
Okay, well, hold on. Just stand by and talk about it till I get back.
She said, stand by till I get back.
No, y'all can talk
Hey.
about something. I gotta go to the restroom.
Hey,
All right.
Brandon, you see how that the Airbnb already